welcome to Two Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. This is Josh, and my co-host Pixie.
Hi.
So, how's your week? Pretty good?
It was a week, I suppose.
There you go, 7 days.
Yeah. Well, no, 5 if you count today. There's still 2 more to go.
Yeah, but it's been 7 days since the last show.
It has. You are correct.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
I found some other stupid news stories.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you mine first.
Alright, you go first.
Have you seen? I was so convinced it had to be fake. I really was. And I only seen it yesterday, and you might have already seen it because it's on your part of the world. Have you seen the CCTV of the couple robbing the Canadian convenience store?
Is that the one where she falls through the roof?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
And she was like hiding up there, and then I guess the roof gave way, and she just falls onto like a...
Only made out of like them foam or cardboard or whatever your tiles.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Why have you not told me about that?
I don't know.
I'm disappointed in you.
Well, he's found out eventually, so...
Have you seen the ones where they set it to different music?
No, I haven't seen those.
Okay, well you set it to like all the slapstick music, and then...
I like the Benny Hill theme song.
Yeah, and then a computer game one as well.
I have to check those out.
Yeah, they are hilarious. Like, it's just that bit as well where the hammer just goes to like the empty shelves. And it's just there for like a couple of seconds and then she just drops from the ceiling.
That's ridiculous. That's a hard fall too.
I know, she proper smashes herself off the shelf.
Probably broke a hip or something.
She lost a shoe.
Yeah. I don't know if they gave her the shoe back. She robbed the store. They should keep the shoe.
They said they were robbing the store, but they were actually using a stolen credit card.
So they went all that trouble just for that? That seems dumb.
I know. And all the damage was ridiculous.
Yeah, the damage is worse than anything, I would think.
Oh, God. Well, I just seen it yesterday, and I was like, what the fuck?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Here's some stories from Newser, which is a somewhat reliable news source.
Okay.
This is from England.
Oh, go on.
The court says, sorry, stay in your loveless 40-year marriage.
I've seen this, cause she's miserable and wants a divorce, but her husband doesn't want a divorce. And so you have to go to court over it. Can't get a divorce, like, just automatically unless you both agree to it.
Yep. See, it says, court unanimously ruled that just because she's unhappy in the union, it doesn't mean she can end it. 68-year-old has been mulling a divorce from 80-year-old husband since 2012, claiming he has behaved unreasonably, but he refuses to agree to the split, saying that any issues in their marriage are because she had an affair or is simply bored.
So she had an affair?
I guess so. At 68. At 68.
Yeah. Surely that's reason enough, though, to, like...
I would think.
Like, get a divorce.
Let's see. Oh, per the BBC, UK law decrees a divorce can only be granted without a spouse's okay in cases of adultery, desertion, or unreasonable behavior. If those aren't the case, a divorce will be granted only after the spouses live apart for 5 years. But it sounds like she's already had affairs, so...
Yeah, but it would have to be his affair. Because
So,
she's applied for the divorce.
oh, okay. So...
Yeah. If she's had the affair, she can't just be like, I want a divorce because I've had an affair. He'd have to be like, I want an affair. And me, I want a divorce because my wife had an affair.
But this guy she's married is like 80 anyway, so she might as well just wait till he croaks.
Yeah, that is true.
That's crazy though. I don't know if that's the case in the US or not. I have no idea how it works. Let's see. Next story. This is from California. A DMV. Do you have a DMV? Or what do you call it there? The
D-double. Well, no. Wait, like the
motor vehicle department.
what do we call it? The DVLA, I think.
Alright. We call it, in my state it's the MVA, but most places it's called DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles. It says an employee responsible for logging changes in address and vehicle ownerships at the California DMV slept at least 3 hours a day at her desk for nearly 4 years and still has a job. The woman's 2,200 hours spent napping between February 2014 and December 2017 meant she completed less than half of her expected amount of work and cost the state more than $40,000, according to a worker misconduct report released Tuesday by the state's auditor. Per USA Today, the woman's doctor told the DMV that she was unable to perform her work duties, though a later doctor's note said the opposite. The employee continues to work for the state per the Sacramento Bee. So, yeah, she's sleeping through half her shift for years.
Maybe she can't help it.
Do you think
Maybe her doctor's just full of bullshit.
Do you think it's like a narcolepsy?
Yeah, probably, yeah. Or she could just be sick and really tired and just can't stay awake.
Yeah. I think that if it was like narcolepsy, that's like the only way she might get away with it.
I don't know, because that was one of my things. Like, I kept falling asleep when, like, I was really sick with my allergies. Like, I could be walking down the road and I'd just fall asleep.
Do you ever fall asleep at work for 3 hours a day?
No, because you can't, because you get, like, when you work in a call centre, you get, like, an announcement that you're getting a call. So even if you did fall asleep, you get, like, a beep in your ear. Like, beep, so it'd wake you up anyway. But, like, I never really fell asleep at work. I almost did once, and when I worked in another job, I did. But, no, I never fell asleep at my current work. No.
She's sleeping at least 3 hours a day. That's a long nap.
Not really a nap, though, that's what I mean. It's like completely out, isn't it?
Well, I would think that's a nap. I'd say if it's 3 hours, that's a pretty long nap.
No, that's sometimes the amount of sleep I get.
Oh, so that's a whole night's sleep for you sometimes then.
Yeah. When I'm having like a really bad night. Well, no, a really bad night is not sleeping at all.
Yeah. There's another story from Europe. This is in France. Cops hit Cops hit Tour de France riders with tear gas.
Please tell me more. I've not heard about this.
Alright, because Tour de France bicyclists need another physical challenge. Cops accidentally hit some of them with tear gas on Tuesday. It happened as officers were breaking up a farmers' protest that interrupted the 16th stage, reports Australia's ABC. The farmers, upset at slashed government funding, had blocked the road with hay bales and themselves as the main pack of riders approached. Officers clearing the road used liberal doses of tear gas or pepper spray, and it was still in the air by the time the riders arrived.
Obviously! It doesn't just, magically go away.
Yeah.
It stays there.
Yeah, it's in the air for, I would think, especially if they're using a bunch of pepper spray.
I forget what it was, but I've seen this thing where it advised people don't try and pepper spray someone that's trying to rob your car. Because it's very likely you're just going to pepper spray yourself.
Yeah. Oh, especially if it's windy, I guess.
Yeah.
So the race had completely stopped for 15 minutes as several riders received treatment, mainly drops to their eyes. Among them was British cyclist Chris Froome, who isn't having an easy time at the Tour. He was riding under the cloud of doping suspicions, even though he's just cleared for the start of the race. He says he's been repeatedly spat on and jostled by spectators along the way. So he's getting spat on, he's getting pepper sprayed.
Doping is such a weird thing, right? Because surely some people are on medication because they need to be.
Yeah, but they're performance-enhancing drugs, which is plagued the Tour de France.
I don't know. I just think a lot of the time, you hear them say it's for medical reasons, right? And sometimes I think it probably is.
But not with Lance Armstrong, who won that thing like a gajillion times. That was performance-enhancing.
I suppose I just don't really care.
Yeah. I don't really care if they do it either. I guess for the purity of the sport or whatnot.
Listen. Fuck the purity of the sport.
There you go. This is just the whole be roided up.
Yeah! Yeah. I give them permission to take what they want.
Baseball in the States was more entertaining when they're all steroided up.
I don't get baseball, it's like rounders, isn't it?
It's like what?
Rounders, isn't it?
Rounders.
Rounders.
I don't know what rounders are.
Google it.
Google it. Let's see, rounders?
Rounders.
There's a film. Rounders.
No.
Oh, English game. It's an ancestor of baseball.
Oh, okay.
Here's another story from the United States. This is in New Hampshire. A Massachusetts man was recently discovered that while trying to do a little yoga at New Hampshire Planet Fitness, you're not allowed to get naked. Police tell,
was he doing normal yoga or hot yoga now? Because if he was doing hot yoga, I completely understand.
What's hot yoga?
Hot yoga is where you do it in like a steam room or something. Like, I've never done it. My sister's done hot yoga. I've done normal yoga once, and that was bad enough.
I don't think it doesn't say anything about hot yoga. It says a 34-year-old Eric Stagno apparently wanted to test the chain's judgment-free zone slogan. Sunday afternoon at a Plaistow gym, where he stripped down to his birthday suit and began striking some yoga poses on the mat.
Oh, fuck.
That's exactly where cops found Stagno, prompting him to cite the gym's motto as he was being handcuffed and arrested. Other gym... What is it?
I just think no judgment does not mean you can take all your clothes off and expose yourself to people.
That's how he took it, though.
I'd say he'd draw the line at criminal behaviour.
I guess he just thought it was a good idea at the time. Other gym patrons described feeling disgusted, unsafe, and sick while viewing the reportedly nude workout. Though Morgan says there was one small consolation. He certainly wasn't near the front of the window for everyone to see. He adds that Stagno was checked out by paramedics, turned down an offer for further treatment. He was charged with indecent exposure, lewdness, and disorderly conduct, and will begin to appear in court next on September 21st. In the meantime, he's been released on a $1,000 bail.
Was it a yoga class, or was it just a normal gym where he decided to get naked and just do some weird poses?
I think he just put a mat down and just got naked and started yoga.
Can you imagine that?
I would have laughed.
Being in the gym, and well, I mean, the gym I go to is quite small anyway, so there's not a lot of personal space when you're not on the machines. Like, there is literally just enough room in a corner for one person to do the mat exercises, because not many people do it in there. Like,
so he would have been up on, if he went to that gym, he'd be up on somebody pretty close being naked.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Oh, whoa, is my camera on dark?
I can see you.
Oh, it's back. Sorry.
I wonder, I'd laugh. I wonder if he was close to anybody. I also wonder if he did it direct.
Oh, dude, have you seen that? Oh my god, there is a painter that paints paintings.
Oh, I've seen that guy. He was on like a German talent show or something. He paints with his penis.
Yeah.
It's different. Like, how do you even figure you can do that?
I think he was just like humping a canvas one day.
I would not think that would feel good. Canvas is kind of rough.
Yeah, it is.
That's a weird
But
world.
he's doing it anyway, isn't he? 'Cause he's painting on canvas, so he's doing it anyway.
Well, maybe the paint works as like a kind of lube. I don't know. Surely he's got some infections off doing that. Yeah, that can't be good. That's kind of sensitive. It's kind of sensitive skin on canvas.
Yeah.
Remember last week we talked about the umbrella that pierced somebody's ankle?
Yes.
There's another case of something like that. This is in Ocean City, Maryland, on Sunday. Police say that someone left a rental umbrella unattended without returning it to the stand, and the wooden pole ended up piercing the skin of a 46-year-old woman from Pennsylvania after the wind swept the umbrella away. It hit her in the chest.
Lovely.
First,
what I want to know is why, knowing the danger of these parasols, why there isn't some, like, a beach worker responsible for, like, checking.
Oh, like a lifeguard or something like that?
Yeah.
They might soon. I mean, they've already seen 2 incidences this year.
Yeah, because, you said they hit it in the chest, I'm assuming that was, like, the fabric bit, because if the pole hit her in the chest, wouldn't she have, like, some serious, like, chest wound?
Well, it said first responders cut it, but didn't remove it completely out of concern it might cause more damage. And she was flown to a hospital, so she got impaled, pretty much.
Oh my god.
It says her current condition hasn't been reported, but her injuries were said not to be life-threatening.
That's horrific.
Yeah, so she got harpooned almost.
Yeah.
That's a lot worse than the ankle one last week.
I mean, that one was bad enough, but imagine having a metal... Because they have quite sharp ends, don't they? Like, to dig into the ground, like... Imagine having to go through your chest.
Well, they said this one was wooden, so it probably splintered a little bit, I would think.
That's somehow worse.
Here's a story also from the United States down in Texas. Basically, they give birth in a Chick-Fil-A bathroom. Do you have Chick-Fil-A there?
Not that I know of.
It's like a fried chicken. They don't sell it like fried chicken, like drumsticks and stuff. It's like fried chicken sandwiches. Things like that.
No.
Chicken nuggets.
No, I don't think we do.
So Robert Griffin and his wife were on their way to the hospital in San Antonio when they stopped by at a Chick-fil-A to drop their kids off with a friend in the parking lot. His wife was already in labor, but she told her husband she desperately needed to use the restroom. In order to do so, they had to bang on the Chick-fil-A door because it had already closed for the night. Employees let them in, and before long they alerted her husband that something seemed wrong. The manager said she's in the restroom and she's screaming. So there we were, my wife and I, in a tiny stall in the bathroom. As the baby's head crowned and the delivery showed no signs of slowing down, he described how he had to calmly ask his wife to stop pushing for a moment when he realized the umbilical cord was wrapped around the infant's neck. I was somehow able to unwrap the cord from the baby's neck with two more strong pushes, and using my shirt for a towel, out came his daughter.
Oh my god. Why were they in the stall? Why didn't they just come out into the open toilet space? Or was it just like a one toilet stall, like where it's just a toilet as you go in and lock the doors and you're the only...
Usually here they're the one toilet stalls.
So it's not like a row of stalls in like a...
Well, it might be a row of stalls. I guess she had to use the bathroom and then it just started happening.
Well, like, if it was a row of stalls, and then you'd have like your tap area and stuff, why didn't you just come out into the tap area? Why were they in the stall?
Because I think she went there to use the bathroom and it just happened while she was on the toilet. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Have you seen? No, you probably haven't actually. Because I think it was just a hear thing. Some schools have gotten into trouble here for having open plan toilets. So basically, they've removed the outer wall of the toilets and you could just see all the stalls and all the sinks, and it was a school.
So they have to like poop in front of somebody.
Not directly, but yes.
That's creepy.
But I wouldn't do in a public toilet anyway.
Yeah, but what if it didn't have a stall? That's even worse.
Well, there were stalls. It's
on
just
their
that...
doors.
No, they had stalls. There was no wall covering the... You know the way you'd have like an outer wall?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you could just like walk past the stalls, like on your way down the corridor, and there'd be people in there weeing.
That's weird.
Yeah, apparently like the parents like proper kicked off. But...
I wouldn't be happy.
No.
They're quoted saying, I think it's pretty ironic that a proud conservative Christian family would have a baby in a Chick-fil-A and wrapped in a Trump 2020 t-shirt. Boom, hashtag MAGA. He wrote on Twitter.
MAGA?
Make America Great Again, which is the
Oh my god.
Trump slogan.
Well, what was them having a baby in a chicken restaurant anything to do with America?
Well, Chick-Fil-A is a conservative chicken chain here. Like, they're closed on Sundays because of religious reasons and such.
That's weird.
Yeah, I think it's the only restaurant closed here on Sunday. Chick-fil-A.
We don't have anything like that where things close. I mean, there's shops that close over weekends because we don't get much business, but it's not for like religious reasons.
Yeah, I think it's the only one here. There might be local shops that do it, but I think it's the only chain that does it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's weird. Like, if it was a big shop, like
it's a nationwide chain.
Yeah, it wouldn't be closed here, like, for religious reasons at all. It's crazy.
Says that Chick-fil-A has promised his daughter free Chick-fil-A for life and a job when she turns 16.
Oh, she must be so,
She'll be counting down the days she can work at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, she must be so excited already for all that free chicken and a job at Chick-fil-A.
Minimum wage job at Chick-fil-A.
Not that I'm saying, working at a Chick-fil-A is bad, but I just don't think it's anyone's dream.
Yeah, but that's like a good job for a teenager, probably.
Yeah.
There's another story from Texas. 2 fires blamed on spontaneously combusting tortilla chips.
How?
Let's see, normally tortilla chips need a healthy topping of spicy salsa to be described as fiery. Not, as it turns out, in Austin, Texas. In a Wednesday Facebook post, fire officials described arriving at July 12th factory fire caused by the spontaneous combustion of tortilla chips. Yes, you read that right. The factory had apparently been testing a new way to handle food waste from the making of the chips that didn't work out so well. According to officials, boxes of the food waste suddenly burst into flame, setting fire to multiple pallets. As firefighters responded, they watched as more boxes, separate from the fire, burst into flame on their own. Then, to add insult to injury, additional boxes of the same food waste spontaneously combusted just 3 days later. Authorities said
was this in the same place?
Yeah. They were testing some sort of,
Surely they knew it had failed the first time.
Well, I guess they never disposed of it.
Oh my god. What idiot.
That's a new way to handle food waste from the making of it. Okay. So it's basically they may have been changing the grease, maybe?
I don't know. I feel like one fire should be enough to let you know that you shouldn't be doing it that way.
So yeah, tortilla chip fire, that might be a first.
Find me a really hilarious one. There's been nothing to cheer me up today.
There we go. A man's cry of "Stop fingering me, bro" leads to lawsuit.
What?
It's been more than a decade, seriously, since the line "Don't tease me, bro" became infamous. Now an uncomfortable variation of that theme. The ACLU on Wednesday filed a suit against the Metropolitan Police Officer Sean Lajacano, I have no idea how to pronounce that, for what it claims was an unconstitutional and exceedingly invasive bodily search of 39-year-old D.C. resident, absent a warrant, reasonable suspicion, or probable cause. After the report, he allegedly was anally probed on the sidewalk by the police officer. He could be heard.
That's like sexual assault.
He could be heard saying, "Stop fingering me, bro," in video of the incident per WJLA. I could play the video. Let's see.
That's like that man that got in trouble with it last time. We talked about the man that got drunk and touched the woman. That's like along them lines. Like, what made that policeman think he could just put his fingers up someone's bum?
Why would you want to do that? Like,
I don't know. People are into some weird stuff.
Yeah, but you're in public. Like, he's surrounded by other cops. I don't know. See, after answering in the let's see, he removed a bag containing a large amount of marijuana, less than an eighth of an ounce.
From the form?
Oh, they asked if he had weapons on him. He said no, they found weed on him. The officer then began frisking him. And they said the officer far exceeded the scope of a normal pat-down for weapons by jamming his fingers between the suspect's buttocks.
Oh my god.
Sticking his thumb in his anus and grabbing his scrotum all through his sweatpants. So at least he wasn't touching his bare butt. At least it was through the sweatpants.
Still, like, I feel like if that happened to a woman...
Oh, that'd be a bigger story.
Yeah. Why is it okay for him to do it to a man?
Apparently it's not, because they're getting sued.
Good.
The suspect said he was so distressed after the incident that he was unable to work for a month. Because
I am glad that man is suing them.
Yeah. The cop basically finger raped his butt.
Yeah. More men need to speak out about shit like that.
About getting finger raped by cops?
About anything like that?
Did that cheer you up?
No.
Oh, I tried.
It just gave me despair for that poor man that got...
There we go.
Finger.
It's another story in D.C. It's just D.C. and Texas today. Alright. Counting cats just became a full-time job in D.C. Let's see, a $1.5 million project launched in Washington, D.C. has one goal: count all the cats. DC Cat Count, a collaboration by the Humane Society, Humane Rescue Alliance, Smithsonian Conservation Biology Institute, and PetSmart Charities, aims to create an accurate estimate of the entire cat population, including pet cats, in order to better manage it. About 1,000 DC cats are trapped, spayed, or neutered and released each year by the Humane Rescue Alliance. As many as 3,000 more are adopted out, with owners pledging to keep the cats inside. But it's impossible to say how many cats are really out there, or how effective the programs are in terms of curtailing the cat population.
First of all, I feel like you must have a city overrun with cats for them to be doing that. But secondly, I don't think cats should be kept indoors, the wild animals. You wouldn't keep a tiger in your house, you'd let it roam free.
That seems like a terrible idea. They could attack people. It's a tiger.
Well, yeah, but it's a wild animal. You wouldn't want to keep it cooped up in your house.
Yeah, that's why people are allowed to have wild animals. Cats are considered domesticated.
But cats are like miniature tigers and lions.
Yeah, but they're somewhat tame. They're not they're not feral.
I think they're clever as animals. I think they're taking advantage of us.
They might.
But I think they should be able to come and go as they please.
So far,
that's why I couldn't have a cat, because I couldn't let it out and I couldn't keep it in either, so...
Yeah. So far, they've just walked around the neighborhood counting cats. We were surprised at how few cats we've seen.
How do they know whether it's a cat they've already seen?
I guess they tag it. I have no idea how they do it.
Cat followed me down the street the other day for like 5 minutes.
Cats which threaten rodents like mice and rats, but also birds and protected or endangered species, are secretive animals and therefore hard to see. But that doesn't mean that they aren't around. Conservation biologist Tyler Flockhart tells the New York Times. To ensure an accurate tally, the DC cat count will use 60 motion-activated cameras, shelter analysis, household surveys, in addition to physical counts and sample locations, and an undertaking led by 2 full-time employees. The effort is expected to take 3 years, with an app to be released by Christmas, allowing locals to take part by snapping pictures of cats they see.
Can I just say, I think 3 years is a bit ambitious for them to find out this is a lost cause.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be able to count all the cats in Washington, D.C.
I think that sounds like a desperate people need jobs type scheme.
Would you want that job, counting cats for 3 years?
No. Cats seem to take a liking to me and not leave me alone.
Well, then you'll have to count them once.
I'll just be like a crazy cat lady walking down the street with cats just following me.
I'd be entertained.
None of them my cats.
I'd be entertained by that.
I wouldn't.
Do you like cats?
I have a healthy respect for cats.
So you don't like them. That's a nice way of saying I don't like cats.
They're adorable, and I particularly love a millennial cat with an Instagram. But I just feel like they're not living their best life if they're kept as pets.
Yeah, but then they could be out getting sick and injured and all that. They're not taken care of.
Yeah, I don't know.
Inside cats typically live a lot longer than outside cats.
Are they as happy though?
I don't know.
And like, it feels okay to dress a dog up. And I know people dress the cats up. But is it okay to dress a cat up?
If the cat likes it. Or is at least indifferent. I don't think if the cat doesn't like it, you shouldn't dress a cat.
I don't know. I think if you want to have an Instagram, that's fine. But if you don't, I don't think you should be forced to have an Instagram like I don't think you should be forced if you don't want to.
So I don't know if you could ask the cat, though, whether they want an Instagram or not. Because they can't talk.
I think I'll just get a sense of it.
So they seem grumpy about it?
Yeah. Like I heard grumpy cats on a lot of drugs to keep them grumpy.
I got one last animal story. This is in Egypt.
Not sad. Oh, is this about the donkey, Deborah?
Yeah,
I seen it this morning. That is donkey abuse.
let's see, either an Egyptian zoo director is lying about the animals he keeps, or he doesn't know much about zebras. That's what animal experts are saying after a visitor to Cairo's International Garden Park snapped photos of what appears to be donkeys painted like zebras.
They are donkeys.
Per the BBC. They brought a local donkey and painted it to look like a zebra. 18-year-old Egyptian student Mahmoud Saran captioned a photo posted to Facebook showing him posing next to a chest-high animal with large pointy ears and black smudges around his face. Reports CNN. Zebras can be small, but never that small. Their ears are rounded, not oblong and pointy, and their stripes are always defined, never smudged, a wildlife biologist tells The Independent. On top of that, he said the animal's brain clearly identified it as a donkey, and while zoo director Mohammed Sultan maintains all zebras at the facility are real, PETA is now demanding an investigation. No reputable animal care facility would subject a skittish animal like a donkey to the stress of being restrained and sprayed with chemicals like paint, which could cause a painful allergic reaction, the rep says.
I am glad that the animal charities are doing something about it, because I think animals as a whole around the world are not looked after well enough. I think they are used. It's quite clearly a donkey. If you go and you look at it, can you see the picture? Quite clearly a donkey that he's spray painted, right?
They didn't even do a good job. It's like a very poor job.
It's the equivalent of getting a giraffe and painting it like grey and saying it's one of them dinosaurs that used to eat leaves off the trees with the long necks. That's what it's like.
They might do that next. If they do that, that's your fault. They listen to the show.
Listen, I am not promoting this idea. I'm just saying a giraffe painted to look like a dinosaur would be just as convincing as these donkeys are painted to look like zebras.
Maybe if you've never seen a zebra, you might buy it. If you've never seen a zebra, maybe you would think, hey, that's what a zebra looks like.
No. I don't think you would.
I'll post a picture of these alleged zebras. I'll put them on our Twitter page.
Yeah. Do, because they are quite clearly painted donkeys.
That's just a horrible job.
I don't think you could do a good job of something like that.
I don't think. Oh wait, that's a different picture. Let's see. Okay, this picture's not as bad, but still, that's blatantly paint.
Yeah, it's obvious.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's all the news stories we have.
Really? Is that it?
Yeah, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed.
But we're going to talk about why cookies are so much better than biscuits.
No, biscuits. Cookies are a breed of biscuit. That's what they are, right? Biscuits are like saying dogs, and cookies are like saying chihuahua. That's what cookies are to biscuits.
Yeah, but biscuits are different.
You can have all different types of biscuits.
Yeah, but
cookies
you can
are
have
just
more cookies than biscuits.
What do you mean?
There's a vast variety of cookies. You have your
There's lots of varieties of biscuits.
I think there's more cookies.
No, I disagree.
We've had like 100 different Oreos over the years, just Oreo cookies.
They're biscuits.
No, they're cookies.
No, they're biscuits. That's what I mean. Oreos are like a different breed of biscuit to cookies.
They're cookies. They say on the package that they're cookies.
No, they're not the biscuits.
Yeah, but they say they're a cookie, therefore they're a cookie. They self-identify as being a cookie.
I've never seen an Oreo packet say that they're cookies over here. They just say Oreos.
Well, here they say cookies.
Well, they're lying to you.
They wouldn't. Nabisco wouldn't lie to us like that.
I think they would. I think your country has a lot of fake news, and I think cookies, Oreos disguising themselves as cookies is one of them.
Those are legitimately cookies.
No, they are not.
As are graham crackers. Graham crackers are also cookies.
I know what a graham cracker is, so I'm not even going to debate that, but it sounds like a cracker, which is completely different to a biscuit.
And there's chocolate chip cookies. You have to admit those are cookies.
They're cookies. They are cookies. I will agree with you. They are cookies.
You have peanut butter cookies.
Yeah, they're cookies.
Oatmeal raisin cookies.
You can get like Smarty cookies, and you can get cranberry and orange cookies, and you can get like toffee cookies, and they are all cookies, yes. But Oreos are not cookies, they are biscuits.
Those are cookies. They say on the packaging they're cookies. You can't sell a product in the United States and claim that that's something that's not.
Well, that's what they're doing. An Oreo is an Oreo.
Yeah, but it's also a cookie.
No,
They call it a sandwich cookie.
It's a sandwich biscuit.
No, like, they don't call it a biscuit.
And bourbons and wafers. When they dye the wafers pink.
But they're not biscuits, they're cookies. They say on the packaging.
The biscuits.
They're I can show you, it says cookie.
A biscuit.
But they're not. Like I said, you can't. You can't legally sell something in the United States and call it something that's not.
It's because your language is messed up.
You messed up. We took British language and we made it better.
No, you took the British language and you butchered it.
No, it's vast improved. It's vast improved.
Why is jam called jelly then?
Jam and jelly are two different things.
I don't think they are.
Yeah. Jelly is more jelly than jam. Those are two different things.
Okay, I'd like to see proof of this.
Let me see. Let me see the difference between jam and jelly. They sell both here. Difference between jam and jelly. Let's see. With preserve, the difference between them comes in the form that the fruit takes. In jelly, the fruit comes in the form of fruit juice. In jam, the fruit comes in the form of fruit pulp or crushed fruit.
They're exactly the same thing.
No, because jam is thicker because it comes from pulp, and juice is thinner because it comes from fruit juice. Jelly has more of a consistency like the Jello, gelatin stuff.
Jello?
No, Jello is a gelatin dessert. But I'm saying jelly is more similar to that, whereas jam is thicker.
Here, jelly is like a wobbly what you'd have at a birthday party. It's like Haribo or gummy bears or that's what jelly is.
I think they have jelly babies on Doctor Who. I think is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, jelly babies. They're not called Jello babies. Jelly babies.
What do we call those? We have a bunch of, we call those gummies here.
See, you have just completely destroyed, you've overcomplicated a language that didn't need any more complication.
So what do you call jelly that you would put on like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? What would you call that jelly?
Jam.
Yeah, but jelly and jam are two different things.
No, it'd just be jam.
But they're different kinds of fruit preserves. Do you know what I'm saying? They're processed separately.
Yeah, but one's just a weaker version of jam.
So it's just weak jam?
Yeah, just watered down jam, isn't it?
So it's better that we have a different name.
No.
We have jelly, we have jam, and then we have gummies.
Hey, just call one thick jam and one water jam.
Or we could just do it like we do it and call the other thing gummies.
No, I could not be arsed with all them ridiculous variations of things.
So instead of gummy bears, you have jelly bears?
Yeah, jelly bears and jelly babies.
Gummy is better. By far.
No.
I think so.
We have jelly shoes as well, if there's something different.
Those are made of, like, plastic, aren't they?
Yeah.
They still sell those? I thought they quit selling those like the 80s.
They came back for a little bit a while ago, like about 2 years ago, and they were all like a big thing. Everyone had jelly shoes apart from me. I didn't get any jelly shoes.
I don't think you missed out on anything. But Yeah, cookies and biscuits are processed differently.
Maybe over there.
A cookie is more like a type of cake, whereas a biscuit is a type of bread.
No. Bread is bread.
No, but I'm saying it's a form of bread.
Are you talking about, like, pastry?
What's about biscuits? The British biscuit. American biscuit's a little different.
No. Because Oreos are a biscuit.
No, they're cookies.
No, they're a biscuit.
Those are definitely cookies.
I feel like this is all our argument is going to be. Both of us refusing to budge.
Let me look at Wikipedia. Oreo. Let's see what that says. Oh, look, it says Oreo is a commercial brand of cookie.
Wikipedia can go fuck itself.
Usually consisting of 2 chocolate biscuits. So, you have the discs are biscuits, but when you put 2 of those together with the cream, that becomes a cookie.
That's bullshit, and you know it.
That's what it says right here.
That is bullshit.
Oreo is a commercial brand of cookie, usually consisting of 2 chocolate biscuits with a sweet cream filling in between.
So it's a biscuit?
No, it's 2 biscuits with cream, which makes it a cookie.
So it's a biscuit.
If you had them individually, they'd be a biscuit, but if you have them together, they're a cookie.
It doesn't change what they are just because you got a bit of cream in between them.
And that there's 2 of them.
Cookies is not a plural for biscuit. Biscuit is the plural for biscuit.
It says in some countries, such as the United Kingdom, they are referred to as Oreo biscuits.
Because they're a biscuit?
Yeah, but they're not. They're cookies.
They're a biscuit. They're a biscuit.
It says they're marketed as chocolate sandwich cookie on the package. That's what it says right here.
It says Oreo on them?
Yeah, but it says it's a sandwich cookie.
No. I think you're just racist towards British words.
That can't be racist. You can't be racist against a language.
I think I can. I think you can.
I think you're racist against cookies.
Maybe I am.
So you don't like chocolate chip cookies?
I like them if I can eat them.
You can't eat them?
Well, I have to get the special dairy-free ones, don't I?
I don't think they have dairy in them. They're cookies.
Yeah, they do. They're full of milk.
If you dip them in milk, they are.
No, normal cookies are full of milk.
Let me look it up. I'm going to look up the Chips Ahoy ingredients, and we'll see if there's any milk in there. We'll solve that.
Why not just look up, like, Maryland cookies?
I don't know what those are.
Just cookies. They're a brand of cookie.
Well, Chips Ahoy is pretty popular here. It says there's a small amount of whey from milk, but that's it.
Yeah, so I have to get the special ones that don't have any dairy in.
So even that tiny bit of whey will make you sick?
Yeah, because I don't think I'm lactose intolerant. I think I'm dairy allergic.
I think you're also cookie intolerant.
I think I'm just bullshit intolerant, to be fair.
If you were that, then you wouldn't like biscuits.
Biscuits are biscuits! A biscuit.
What do you call American biscuits? Which are completely different.
What's an American biscuit like?
I'll find a picture. It's hard to explain what an American biscuit is. It's like, do you have like breakfast sandwiches at McDonald's? Over there?
Yeah, but they come on a muffin.
We have McMuffins, but we also have biscuits. They're not your biscuits. We have our own type of biscuit. These are like American biscuits. Let me show you. Let's see. You see that?
They look like hard scones or scones, or however you want to say it.
Hard scones, that's what you call them?
That's what they look like. They look like ones that have been left out to go stale and hard.
Well, those are American biscuits.
The vibe.
I like American biscuits. You put jam on them or jelly.
They look, well, yeah, but then they are exactly like. I'm not even going to get into the word debate of them. That's what they are.
They're what, biscuits?
No, scones or scones or however you want to say it.
Yeah, but they're biscuits. That's what they call them.
No, they're not. They're not though.
See, look at this. That's a biscuit.
No, it's not. It's not.
That's a real biscuit. You're learning all sorts of stuff today.
It's a pastry.
You're learning jelly, what jelly really is. You're learning what a biscuit really is.
I'm learning you're full of bullshit.
See, we don't call French fries chips. Our chips are what you call.
Different than chips.
Our chips are what you call crisps. And we call chips French fries.
You don't have the big thick ones, do ya?
We have all sorts of French fries. We call those wedges.
No, a wedge is a wedge.
Yeah, but we call them different French fries. We have shoestring. We have like shoestring French fries, which are like McDonald's type. We have waffle fries, which are cut like a waffle. We have tater tots. What else is there? We have all sorts of different kinds of French fries. But we don't.
You just so overcomplicating shit.
I thought they were complicating it.
Yeah, it is.
You can't just say, "Oh, I want chips." We have a wide variety of them.
Chips to use, right? It just makes no sense because they're not chips. They're quite clearly like they're like thin.
You call them crisps.
A chip is like a fat like chip or something.
Yeah, but this is what we call it.
Cause she's a fucking crazy.
What do you mean we're crazy?
You're crazy.
I don't think so.
I think you're crazy.
Let's see. I don't know what I call them. Crisps there. They're chips. The oldest potato chip company was called Potato Chips. So that's back in 1910.
Who was that?
That was the Mike Sells Potato Chip Company.
I've never heard.
Dayton, Ohio. It's like a regional brand. The oldest flavored chips started in 1920. That came in England. Smith's Potato Crisps Company.
I don't think I've ever heard of them.
Yeah, those are chips, and then they have French fries.
No, they're something entirely different.
You don't call them French fries because British people hate the French.
Why are they called French fries? Did he discover them in France?
I can look it up. For a while, they were freedom fries because we didn't like the French.
Freedom fries.
They were called finger chips in India, I guess. Let's see what they're called. I think it started French fried potatoes. That's where it started. And then they just abbreviated that to French fries.
I think we just need one universal language.
You think what?
We just need one universal language.
Yeah, it should be the American English.
Go fuck yourself.
Why? There's more people that speak American English than British English.
There's probably more people that speak Chinese than both, then.
Well, doesn't mean they're right.
Why doesn't it?
Because I don't know what they call French fries there. Or, I'm sure they have some sort of name. I'll go into the translate.
On leave in Japan to go to KFC.
What about KFC in Japan?
I heard it's a Christmas Eve tradition that they all get KFC.
KFC's pretty popular over there.
I don't know how true it is. But it's just I heard if you fall asleep at your desk over there, just going back to the earlier conversation, that's the time that you work in the hall.
Oh yeah, they think that's alright.
Yeah. Why am I not living in Japan?
Because you can't speak Japanese. I don't
think that matters if I want to be a hermit.
Yeah, but how are you going to support yourself in Japan?
Well, if I'm a recluse, I'll be rich.
How would you be rich by being a recluse?
Because, like, a recluse is the rich version of a hermit.
Yeah, but you have to be rich to be a recluse.
Yeah, exactly. So if I was a recluse, I'd be rich. And that's how I'd support myself.
Yeah, but you're saying, why don't I move to Japan? So I'm saying, how are you going to... You can't be a recluse unless you have money. Therefore, you have to make a bunch of money first. Then you can be a recluse.
How do I make a lot of money?
I don't know. I think it starts by accepting the fact that Oreos are cookies and not biscuits. That's step one.
I think we put this to the public.
First, we have two questions then. We have the first question, what's better, cookies or biscuits? And then the second question are, what are Oreos?
Can't ask what's better until we establish what people think are biscuits and what people think are cookies, because the results are not going to be correct on that question until we know what people are referring to.
What do you mean with what they're referring to?
Because people could be saying biscuits, but meaning your type of biscuits or my type of biscuits.
They'll know the difference. I'll put English biscuits. Is that better?
Okay. Well, then we only need one question.
No, because then we have to say whether Oreos are cookies or biscuits. That's a different question.
No, it's not. It's the same question.
The first question is what's better.
How can you say what's better though when we're talking about the same thing?
No, cookies and biscuits are different.
No, they're the same thing.
No, they're not. They're different things.
They're the same thing with different names. This is what I'm saying.
No, they're processed different.
No.
I could tell you the process difference.
Cookies are the breed of biscuit.
It's right here. It says, biscuits are basically typically round-shaped bread leavened with baking powder, baking soda, and yeast. Cookies, on the other hand, are small sweet cake, can round or flat in shape, and crisp in texture.
I've got to disagree with that, right? Because there was a disagreement over here at some point about cake tax.
And they didn't classify cookie as a cake?
No.
But there was debate about it.
No, there was a debate because Jaffa Cakes were saying they were biscuits and the government wanted them to pay cake tax.
Why do you have a cake tax?
I don't know, but other biscuits aren't paying cake tax. Cookies aren't paying cake tax, so they're not a cake, they're a biscuit.
That seems highly suspicious.
Google cake tax and Jaffa Cake.
Cake tax and what?
Or maybe it's biscuit tax, and they were saying they were a cake. But they're two different things.
Jaffa cake, is it a cake or biscuit? This was like 2 years ago, let's see. No VAT. What's VAT?
Tax.
I don't know, but does it stand for anything?
No.
It says none is charged on plain biscuits or cakes. But when a biscuit is covered in chocolate, it becomes a luxury, and a standard rate of 20% tax is added to the price.
No, that's luxury tax.
Yeah, but they said if you add chocolate on top of a biscuit, it's a luxury.
Yeah, but that's something else. That's a new thing.
It says Jaffa cakes added chocolate to the cake and tangy orange base, so classify them as a cakes and not biscuits.
Okay, so look up cake tax then.
Well, I don't get why you would pay taxes on cakes.
I don't understand it.
People should go and speak out about that. Brexit's not your problem, then you get rid of the cake tax.
Yeah, but chocolate isn't really a luxury either, and we pay luxury tax on that.
Under UK law, no value-added tax... Okay, so there's value-added taxes, VAT. It's placed on biscuits or cakes. It's critical to the controversial issue. When a biscuit is covered in chocolate, it becomes the standard VAT rate of 17.5%. It's not that it's a biscuit, it's the fact that it's a biscuit covered in chocolate.
I don't know. Well, you know, they charge like luxury tax on like tampons and shit.
That's not fair. We don't do that in the United States. We have what they call sales tax. But they don't tax, they used to tax tampons, but they don't anymore.
How weird is that though?
We don't have any tax on food in my state. Like if you eat at a restaurant, you have to pay tax. But if you get from the grocery store, you don't have to pay tax.
What about toiletries?
Toiletries, I think, like if it's toilet paper, I think there might be a tax on that. There's no tax on medication. I think just medication and food aren't taxed. I think soda's taxed. But that's...
Yeah, we have sugar tax over here because of fucking Jamie Oliver.
You like Jamie Oliver?
I hate him, he's a cunt.
How do you really feel?
He's a cunt. And I think all the death threats he got are valid death threats. I don't even drink soda or whatever you want to call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think he needs to stay out of fucking tax. He's not a politician.
I think was he worried about people being fat?
Yeah, but I think if you're worried about people being fat, lower the price on healthy foods. Don't put tax on shit food. It's not gonna make people go, oh, I'll have an apple over a fucking can of Coke, is it?
It's not. I think he's...
It's bullshit, it's just a way for him to make
Do you think that...
more fucking taxes, restaurants, and be like, I make lots of tax for the government.
Also, you think he's doing it? He's a government stooge.
And I think he just fucking thinks he's part of some political betterment of food.
He might run for prime minister. What do you think about that?
I think he should be arrested if he tries.
Why?
Because he's a cunt.
It doesn't disqualify you.
No, it doesn't, because look at Theresa May and David Cameron. But I don't think he should be allowed.
Now, you don't think of our president that way, right?
Your president is a cuntish twat. That is worse.
He's like next level.
Yeah.
I think that's racist against orange people.
I'm from a city that's full of orange people, so don't give me that shit.
What, Oompa Loompas?
Yeah.
Oompa Loompas like from the
Listen,
Willy
there are a lot of
Wonka
people.
factory.
There are a lot of people here that haven't seen the skin beneath all their fake tan in years.
Well, you're saying they're not really orange skin; they just have a fake tan.
Yeah.
Trump might be orange skinned. I'm not sure.
Has he drank too much Sunny Delight?
I don't think he's ever drank.
Remember when it was turning kids orange?
What, Tang?
Sunny Delight?
Oh, Sunny Light? Sunny D?
Sunny Delight?
I think they call it Sunny D here. I didn't know it was turning people orange.
Yeah, Google it.
Sunny... They call it Sunny Delight there?
Yeah. We don't really drink it over here. It was like a craze in like the 90s for a little bit, and then kids turned orange and...
Let's see, too much Sunny D turned a girl's skin yellow.
It's like eating too much carrots. That turns you orange as well. Kills you.
Here's the thing. This was a 90s scare. There's no Sunny Delight. The excessive consumption and consumption on that scale would lead to a yellowing of the skin because of beta-carotene, in the same way drinking too much carrot juice or orange juice would.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess it turns it's like an orangish yellow color. Too much,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's not too bad. There's worse problems to have.
It means you're getting poisoned, though.
Well,
Haven't you heard that you can die from eating too many carrots?
you have to eat a lot of carrots, though.
Yeah, but you start going orange.
You could die from eating too much, crustaceans. You can go into, you can build up an allergy to them.
I'm sure that's the same with a lot of things.
If you eat too much shrimp, you can go into, like, anaphylactic shock if you're not traditionally allergic to them.
Well, you know what? You should stop eating them then, and that'll solve your problem. Let them be.
Yeah, but they're tasty.
No, they're not. They're adorable little fish-like things that live in the sea.
That doesn't mean they're not tasty.
It means they're adorable and they should be left alone.
What about Oreo cookies? Those should be adorable, left alone too. Eat those.
They don't have adorable little faces.
They do sometimes. Sometimes in the spring they put little sunshines on them with smiles.
I've never seen that.
And they change the cream to yellow color.
I've never seen that.
Well, that's because England's not good enough to get them.
Listen, all I'm saying is I'd rather have a prawn as a pet.
Than a cookie?
They're adorable.
You'd rather have a prawn than an Oreo cookie?
Yeah, as a pet.
So you just admit that Oreos were cookies.
No, what I'm admitting is that I'd rather have a prawn as a pet than eat it, or than a biscuit as a pet.
You could eat them both, I would.
I wouldn't.
You could just take the shrimp and boil it or fry it.
No.
You could.
Then it wouldn't be considered be dead.
Yeah, then you eat it.
I don't want to eat it.
You don't eat it alive, that's just wrong.
I don't want to eat it.
So do you accept the
I want to
do you accept the
cuddle it.
do you accept the fact that cookies and biscuits are different?
No.
So the internet's wrong. That's what you're saying.
What?
That cookies and biscuits are different, they're processed different.
No, cookies are a breed of biscuit.
No. This is right here.
They're inbreeded until they become cookies. And Oreos are inbreeded until they become Oreos.
Maybe don't breed them, they're not animals, they're recipes.
No, you're lying. They come from a biscuit farm.
I think they were manufactured.
Why would you lie to me? They come from a biscuit farm.
It says, in most English-speaking countries, except for the United States and Canada, crisp crisp cookies are called biscuits. And chewier biscuits are sometimes called cookies even in the United Kingdom.
Cookies are called cookies.
So it says chewier biscuits are sometimes called cookies.
Depends what's the made out of.
But we call it biscuit. If it's a biscuit, we just call it a biscuit.
No, you're crazy. You're actually crazy.
We'll call it an English biscuit.
Nobody's ever going to win this argument like this, because you're crazy.
If you go to the grocery store here, you could find biscuits, the English biscuit, and you could find cookies, and they would each be labeled as such. But you could also find American biscuits. And there's a difference between American biscuits and scones. Those are two.
Bullshit.
I'm telling you.
Bullshit. This is fake news.
It's not fake news. Anybody listening to the United States will know what I'm talking about.
Listen, you've also said they do not come from biscuit farms that are made. They come from biscuit farms.
Well, how do they have sex then? To reproduce?
I don't know.
I'm not a pervert. How do you breed cookies?
I don't watch them breed. I'm not one with someone that's into that, like, pool inflatables.
We need to find that guy, bring him on the show, pool inflatable guy. Then we could ask him how cookies breed.
Surely we should speak to a biscuit farmer about that.
Now, is a cookie farmer the same thing as a biscuit farmer?
Yeah.
So,
because they breed a certain type of biscuit, which is cookies.
Well, how do you breed? What's the difference between breeding a peanut butter cookie and breeding a raisin cookie?
Well, I suppose you get two peanut cookies and breed them together.
I'll never had a peanut cookie. I've had a peanut butter cookie.
Isn't it the same thing?
Oh, I think one would have peanuts on it, one would have peanut butter.
Isn't it the same thing?
No, peanut butter. If you eat a peanut, it's different than eating some peanut butter.
But they're just made out of peanut butter.
Yeah, but peanut butter is also got sugar in it and such.
I don't know. I don't think it all has.
What do you mean? I mean, you can make peanut butter without sugar, but it's gross.
No. Peanut butter with salt is amazing. They really need to just make salted peanut butter.
But sugared peanut butter is better.
No. Honest to God, salted peanut butter.
Yeah, but you can't put jam on that. That wouldn't be good.
I wouldn't fucking put jam on peanut butter anyway.
That's just un-American.
That's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard of. Putting jam on peanut butter.
You get bread, and then you put the peanut butter down. And then you put the jam on there, and then you put the bread on there.
Yeah, but it's disgusting.
That's not disgusting. That's a good sandwich.
It's vile.
What's your favorite flavor of jam?
Raspberry, obviously.
How's that obvious?
Because it's the best.
To you? I like blackberry's pretty good.
That's what you're weird.
And apple's pretty good.
But
that's apple's never jam though. It's always jelly. I don't think they can make apple jam.
Apple jam.
What's apple jelly?
Well, we just established jelly and jam are the same thing.
No, we established that jelly is made from juice and jam is made by pulp.
It's the same thing.
Juice and pulp are different things.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
How'd you get pulpy juice then?
They just had pulp to the juice.
No, it's just different variations of strength of fruit mushed up.
If it was a juicing process, then you can also add pulp or you can't add pulp. But juice and pulp are two different things.
Listen, we're not getting anywhere with this argument.
I know, because you're wrong and you won't admit it.
I always admit when I'm wrong, that's why I'm always right.
At least you never admit it. You just say that you never admit that you're wrong. If you think you're always right...
I admit that I went wrong, so it makes me right.
If you think you're never wrong, then you think you're always right, then you'll never admit that you're wrong.
No, sometimes I'm wrong, but I admit I'm wrong, and then that makes me right.
It doesn't work that way.
It does.
So what do you call gummies? Do you ever call anything gummies?
I don't know, I suppose some people call gummies the things in the mouth if they're talking to a baby.
That's just gum.
So instead of you talking to a baby.
What about chewing gum? You have that? What do you call that?
Chewy.
You call them chewies? Like bubble gum? You call that chewies?
Well, bubblegum is bubblegum.
You call that gum?
Bubblegum.
Yeah, but you just said you didn't call gum anything.
We call bubblegum, and we call chewies.
What are chewies?
Like mint chewies.
Like breath mints?
Like mint chewies.
I have to look that up. You're not making sense. Well, that's not it. Why is that not coming up? Chewies is not coming up as...
Maybe it's slang.
There's chews.
No.
Yeah, they call it chews, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, we call it chewy.
Maybe in Northern England.
Yeah, but Southern England.
It says chews, gums, and softs.
Oh.
There's Jelly Babies, there's... You can see drumstick chew bars. That's something.
Are they like... They're not... You'd eat them, you'd swallow them, you wouldn't chew them.
There's a thing called Maynard's wine gums, and they're like a gummy candy.
Yeah, they're like jellies.
Yeah, but they're called gummies. They're called gums.
Oh, wow.
Wine gums, which means they're a gummy.
I don't know, it's called wine gums, it's just a name of what they are.
And here's one called Roundtree's Fruit Gums.
I've never heard of... I've heard of Roundtree's, but what?
I don't know. And then says something called Squashies. This is different name brands. So, right, we've established cookies are superior to biscuits.
We've established you're full of bullshit.
We established that jam and jelly are two different things.
We've established that you're full of bullshit.
We established what you call jellies is actually gummies.
We've established you're full of bullshit.
We've established that potato chips are not crisps, and that
We've
chips
established
are
that you're full of bullshit.
and that chips are actually French fries. We can establish that they're called cell phones and not mobiles.
No, the mobile.
And we've established that elevators are not lifts.
Oh my god! They are lifts.
The elevators.
You go down as well. They're a lift.
And we've also established that TVs are not tellies.
Listen! We've not discussed any of this other than you're full of bullshit. That's what we've established.
These are all superior names in the United States to What? Do you call cars like motos or something like that?
No, we call cars cars.
I'm surprised you don't call them something different. Don't you think elevator is a better name than lift?
I think we need to get that policeman in that likes to search people's bums because you're full of bullshit.
That's not though. I'm telling you that this is the American names for things. And in my opinion, they're superior names.
Listen, we could argue about this all day. We've argued now for about an hour.
Are you entertained?
No.
So you're in a worse mood than when we started?
I want to hear. I came here for a funny news story, and the best I got was zebra donkeys, which I seen this morning.
I can't help there's not much. I could just start making news up.
No, I want the real news.
I mean, most of the news stories were just not funny.
You need to, next week, if all the news is shit, you need to just go and see what's been going on in Florida.
In Florida? Yeah, Florida is always sketchy.
Because they have to release all the crimes, don't they?
I think every state does.
I don't think they do, you know. I think that's why Florida seems to be like crazier than everywhere else. This just have more.
I think that's all the carnies moved down there. My state, they have a website, like any crime you commit, that's just posted on there for the public. So you can look up anybody's criminal history.
Next week, actually, next week, after the news stories, to see if have some crime.
I can't hear you, what?
Next week, after the news, I just want to hear about some bizarre crimes.
Bizarre crimes? If I can't find any, I'll just mix them up.
No. That's not allowed.
So they have to be real crimes?
Yeah.
Alright. So we'll be back next week with more stories. So go out there and enjoy your Oreo cookies. Relax in front of the TV. And don't take the stairs, take the elevator.
To everybody, I would like to just tell them to have a nice day, apart from you, Josh, who, I'm going to tell, go fuck yourself.
I'm going to have a good day. I'm going to see the Smashing Pumpkins tonight.
Go fuck yourself.
That's just mean.
Oh.
See, that's the attitude of somebody that calls gummies jellies.
Yes, it is. Yes, you are correct, it is.
And that won't accept the Oreos.
You're finally right about something.
And that won't accept the Oreos or cookies. That's the type of role model that biscuit lovers have.
I'm an excellent role model.
Keep telling yourself that.
I do every day.
Right after you could say that right after you make disparaging comments to me. Right?
I'm proud of who I am.
You're proud to insult me and hope to have a bad day.
I didn't say have a bad day. That's not what I said.
You said everybody else should have a good day except for me.
No, I said to everybody else, I'm saying have a good day. To you, I'm saying go fuck yourself.
See, that's you tell me I have a bad day.
No, it's not.
How's that not another phrase for have a bad day?
Listen, if you wanna say it means have a bad day, like saying biscuits means cookies.
No, I'm saying biscuits aren't cookies. I'm saying they're different things. You weren't listening to me. I'm saying they're two different products.
Just go and have a nap.
Yeah. I don't know why you're so frustrated about it, just admitting that they're two different products.
I can't cope with this stupid argument that you just can't see you're wrong.
I'm not wrong, though. I backed it up. I backed mine up with proof. You didn't. And in fact...
You know I can't use my laptop because it'll go on fire.
In fact, you tried to say that they don't manufacture these products, that they just breed them on a farm.
You do breed them on a farm.
I don't think that's scientifically accurate.
You're telling me that the Easter Bunny doesn't lay chocolate eggs?
No, the Easter Bunny's not real.
Do not say that.
It's a fictional character.
That is blasphemy.
That's not blasphemy. I say anything about God, it's just about the Easter Bunny.
The Easter Bunny is God?
I don't think that's ever been. I don't think that's accurate.
Any adorable bunny who shits chocolate is God.
Well, that's a weird church then.
Don't you insult my God.
I didn't. I'm just saying that's a strange religion to worship the Easter Bunny. But Santa Claus.
He's evil.
So you don't like Santa Claus?
Comes into people's houses when they're asleep.
So is the Easter Bunny.
The Easter Bunny's a bunny.
Yeah, but Santa Claus is a person.
Exactly. Exactly my point.
And bunnies shouldn't lay eggs. That's an abomination.
Where do they come from then? Where do bunnies come from?
They come from bunny vaginas.
They come from bunny eggs?
No, bunny vaginas.
No, they come from
bunnies are mammals. Birds lay eggs and lizards.
Listen. I'm sure if I wanted to, I could lay some eggs.
Do it. You lay an egg and put a picture up on Twitter of laying an egg.
I will.
A human egg.
I will.
Alright. So we'll be looking for that.
Yeah.
Have a good week, everybody, including you, Pixie, because I'm not a terrible person.
Okay. Okay, I know where I stand.
And I don't tell you to go F yourself. I tell you to have a good day.
Knowing that.
See?
The world is shit and no one can have a good day.
Well, I can try to.
You can try to, yeah.
Well, you try to have a good day.
I'm not gonna delude myself.
Well, fine then. That's on you then. So go enjoy some cookies. Bye.
Bye.